Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. As we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of more data dragging in the US and more debt plans in China. First up, American mortgage applications fell again last week, and this is despite their benchmark 30-year mortgage interest rate falling below the 7% level. Lower home loan rates are now not motivating home buyers. And that lack of motivation is really coming through in new home sales, which were down more than 10% in January from December to an annual rate that was 15% below year-ago levels. For the new home building industry, this will be of real concern. In China, they're adding capital to their big state-owned banks, maybe as much as 1 trillion yuan to the 6 of them. The funds will be raised by new sovereign bond issues, more debt for the state, so that banks can lend more debt to clients. And that could just be the start. Bloomberg is reporting that a key policy advisor said China needs to vastly step up its efforts to cleanse the balance sheets of their local governments, giving them space to support consumer spending and strengthen the economy. He said central government should take on at least 20 trillion yuan's worth of local sovereign debt. For reference, 1 trillion is about 240 billion New Zealand dollars. 20 trillion is 4.8 trillion New Zealand dollars. We're talking real money here. And Singapore's industrial production rose 9.1% in January from the same month a year ago in a solid turn up, although the gain was pretty much as analysts had expected. And Taiwan revised its fourth quarter 2024 GDP growth rate up to 2.9%. And it was a sharp revision higher from their earlier estimate of 1.8%. That means their economic activity expanded by 4.6% in all of 2024. And Australia's monthly CPI inflation indicator rose 2.5% in January, unchanged from the prior month, but below market expectations of 2.6%. Despite this, inflation remained at its highest since August. But this monthly updated version probably won't shake the RBA's estimate of acceptable inflation in the first quarter of 2025. And the US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.27%, down 4 basis points from yesterday at this time. The price of gold will start today at just under $2,910 an ounce and recovering $16 from yesterday. And oil prices are marginally lower again at under $69 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is still under $73 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now 57.1 US cents and down 10 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're unchanged at 90.3 Australian cents. Against the euro, also down 10 basis points at 54.3 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just under 66.9 and little change from yesterday. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.